Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Tank Dell now to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Stroud to throw it. That one behind his receiver.
Until they wanted to get that ball downfield, they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And Stroud now to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run here with Pierce. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this for...
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up? in order to get off the field a lot faster, because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Fields throws it. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Another carry for Pierce. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Houston.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Collins. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, Stroud. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 13 yards out. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard.
They'll go again with Herbert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm okay with the call. In fact, I actually like it. I know we're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now it's Fields. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Herbert. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Fields now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Third and 3. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's going to be knocked away. Incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd and 2. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Pass incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll run with Herbert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They snap it to Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Buying time to his left. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Out of the gun, Fields. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line.
13-yard line.
Here's Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Oh, this is going to wind up being awfully close. But the referee's going to look at it and say, yes, that is a 1st down. And they'll wind up converting on 4th and 8. Pierce gets this one running right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. 2nd down and 3. Here's Pierce on the counter. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Pierce will try to pick it up. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He gets this one to Mechie. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Pierce has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Pierce now up the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 59 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be complete to Mechie. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter.
And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Third and 2, Fields. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third.
Stroud to throw it.
This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.